Hi guys, John Fox from Global Magic Shop here with another quick review. Today's magic review is the Puzzlement deck by Wong and Amor Magic. So guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated. Guys, I'd just like to thank you for all the comments that you're writing. I try and get to them all and it really means a lot. I've had phone calls and things like that and customers and people saying that they're really starting to enjoy the review show, which is awesome. Well, I've also on the subject, we've got our new exclusive, our new Australian exclusive called Executive Suite. This is absolutely fantastic. I will be dropping a review very soon. This is really, really good. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. I highly recommend it. It's absolutely fantastic. But today's review is the Puzzlement deck. Let's check the trailer out right now.
Hi, I'm Ian. Welcome to Puzzlement deck.
So that was the trailer, and what do you get with the Puzzlement deck and what is it? So this is what you get the box. It's a very nice box, and inside you get a list of the 4 effects and the deck of cards. So first of all, you get 51 minutes of online instructions. The online instructions are dubbed and subtitled, to English. Don't actually be too concerned about that. Normally that kind of stuff actually irritates me. Didn't this time. The deck is, once you get the deck and he runs through the mechanics of the deck, it's actually self-explanatory and you just have to follow along. It's very good. But either way, he gives you 4 very good routines. So there are 2 different principles that make the Puzzlement deck and combined are very, very, very strong. So he goes into what and how to basically put the deck together, which is like super easy. Depending on which effect, you might not even have to do anything. I was very, very surprised at the quality of the effects taught on here. Utilizing these 2 principles, which you all will be very familiar with, but combining them together, he's actually brought a fantastic product to the table. Really impressed. So the first effect is a do as I do effect. It's a classic plot. However, utilizing this deck, and by the way, 3 out of the 4 effects are pretty like nigh on self-working. The 4th one is going to require a bit more skill, but I'll get into that. So the first effect is a do as I do effect. Very open. Everything he does on here is very fair. He's showing cards. The way that he's handling the cards is very fair. Showing the cards. To be honest with you wouldn't actually think that the deck is gaffed or gimmicked in any way, even though it is. So you shuffle the cards, show that the cards are different, split the cards into 2 halves. You get your spectator to clearly and freely. He can shuffle the cards himself, his half, you shuffle your half. You spread the cards out and he can take any one of those cards. He looks at it, puts it back, then he reshuffles his cards without you even touching it. You then swap decks and you spread the cards out. He spreads his cards in front of, which would be my packet now in front of him, and I spread his packet that I now have in front of me. You then take a coin, and this is obviously optional, guys, you don't have to present it like this, but he takes a coin and gets the spectator to flick the coin so it travels across the deck, and wherever it stops, wherever it lands, you remove that card. So you push that card forward, and he does the same on the other pile. So again, it's completely fair, very open and fair on the way that the coin's landing, because obviously you can't predict where it lands, or can you? And pushes their card forward. So now you've got 2 cards that have been completely mixed into the deck. I don't know what his card is, he doesn't know what my card is, and you name the cards, and when those 2 cards turn over, it's a match. Pretty much put the cards together again and you reset, ready to go. Very strong, do as I do, very open. It's a very good trick. And again, very easy to do, like the deck's doing the work for you. The second effect is also very good, called Impossible Coincidence. So you take a business card or a piece of paper, you write down your lucky number. So whatever that is, so call it 20, I write 20 down, but the spectators don't see that. You then give the cards a shuffle, show the cards normal, give them a shuffle, split the cards up, and you can use 2 spectators, they shuffle the cards, and now they each cut anywhere that they want, lift up, have a look at the card, put the cards back down again, and they can they can then mix the cards back up, and when you reveal that you turn your prediction card over and it says the number 20, when they deal down those 2 piles of cards, at the 20th position is their cards that they selected, obviously both different cards. Again, that was very good. The third one, this is extremely good. In fact, this is probably my favorite effect. They're all very strong effects, by the way, but the third one is called Woodpecker. And the woodpecker effect is you basically get them to freely select, you show the cards face up, give them a mix, show the cards face up again, and you say just pick one of these cards. So for argument's sake, the 3 of hearts. You take the 3 of hearts out, you cut it into the pack, you now spread the deck, showing that there's no breaks. You're not holding any breaks, you're not manipulating the card in any way, shape or form. You push the cards back together, you pick the cards up and you dribble the cards to the table from your hand. And you reach in as you're dribbling the cards and you pull out the 3 of hearts, which is a very strong effect. However, with this deck, you can now take it a step further. Put that card back in, go to another spectator and have him completely take a free card. Again, everything is so open and fair. You don't feel like you're being forced into anything or whatever. It's so free and open. You get him to select a card, he puts it back, it all gets mixed up. Now, you can ask the spectator, when you dribble the cards, they reach in, which is extremely easy to do. When I actually practiced it, I was like, this isn't going to work. And I did it, and it's like, basically a non-magician could easily reach in and grab this. riffle the cards down, they reach in, and sure enough, they reach in and grab their selected card, which by the way I've never seen before. So they're very, very strong, super strong. I can't tell you how powerful that trick is actually going to be, and to me is worth probably the price of the DVD of the whole set. Okay, so the fourth effect is a double any card at any number. Again, this is extremely strong as well. So the effect is you use 2 spectators, and you've also got a helper with you. Again, another spectator. So 3 spectators, but 2 you're going to be performing on. The spectator to your right will actually be basically a magician helping you. It's going to have no idea how this effect works, by the way, but it's very clever. So you get the spectator to select a card. Again, so open and free that you're not drifting, like it's so fair that the choice that they have. So in any case, they select the card, goes back into the deck, and then you hand the spectator, and the way, they're selecting the cards is you're dealing down, and the spectator actually has a free choice of when they say stop, and when they say stop, that will be the card that they end up on. So the cards go back on there. So then you say to your accomplice, your magic friend, who is basically a spectator that you've just commandeered for this trick, and say, I'd like you to do the same again. So now that spectator is thinking of a card, so now he counts down, and when that spectator says stop, they have a look at that card, they remember that card, the cards go back. Now, at this point in time, the cards get shuffled up, mixed, and you fan the cards, and you show the spectators the fan, which is all 52 cards, and everything's normal. When you show, you say, now I'm going to read your mind, and then you can predict what card, I'm just going to read your mind, okay? Beautiful. And then you hold the fan up to your magic friend, the guy that's helping you, and you say, I want you to just think of a card that your spectator's thinking of. Okay, have you got a card in mind? Yes, he has. So the cards go back on the table. You then write on a piece of paper, both of you write. You're not talking, you're not coaxing this guy into anything. He just knows. So you write down the prediction, so let's say 7 of clubs, 5 of hearts. The cards that they were thinking of is the 7 of clubs and the 5 of hearts. Now at this point in time, your spectator's like, well, that's reasonably impressive, because he's kind of in on it to a degree, even though you've spoken nothing to. Now this is where he, as a spectator, is going to go, I have no idea how this trick works, and the spectators that you're performing for are going to be completely floored, as was I when I saw this. You then get the guy that was helping you. Can you just think of a number between 1 and 52? Now he thinks of any number between 1 and 52. And you then think of a number between 1 and 52, but it's wrote down. You then write a number down on the cards. You spread the cards out. This is extremely fair and honest. What was the card? Sorry, what was the number? Now he can name whatever number he wants. So it's 22. So he turns it over, so it's 22. You go through the spread and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way through, and the 22nd card, not before, not after, it's the 22nd card, gets pushed out, or whatever card that they say, whatever number they say, gets pushed out. You then continue on with the number that I've selected for my spectator, so 42. So all the countdown all the way to 42, the 42nd card gets pushed out. You then turn them over, and bear in mind there was no sleight of hand, there was no nothing. When those cards get turned over, that's their selection and their selection. It's extremely, extremely strong. Woodpeck is my favourite because I definitely think it's the most commercial effect on there. But each one of these 4 effects is extremely, extremely strong, extremely workable and easy. As I say, the 4th effect, so the double any card at any number, you will need to know how to do a faro shuffle. And you'll need to know how to do some, it's basic math, like it's very, very easy. Whereas the first 3 effects, the deck completely does all the work for you, really. You're just putting a presentation to it. Whereas the double any card at any number, you will need to do a slight bit of calculation and know an in-hand faro shuffle. So The positives are all that. I'm very impressed with it. There's not a weakness in any of the effects, and I would be happy performing each one of these own effects in their own right and in their own situation. I definitely think it's strong. So who's it for? Well, it's for magicians. It's card guys. It's a card trick. But you don't have to be super skillful. So if you're just learning on how to do a faro shuffle, well then you could still get this, because you've still got 3 solid tricks that are going to impress people. And I'm telling you, that woodpecker, when the spectator reaches in and you dribble down and they pull that card out, that is extremely powerful, especially when you've just shown him that the cards are all completely different, or it's a normal deck, you know, in the spectator's eyes. And guys, I suppose if there was one thing that needs to be brought up, and that is, it's just not on bicycle stock. To be honest with you, it's not a big deal for me, but it may be for you, and I don't actually know why they weren't printed on bicycle stock, which is, it would have been easy enough for them to do. In fact, if you actually get this deck, you will be able to make it out of bicycle stock yourself. You'll just need a couple of different types of decks, and put them together, and you'll be able to make this. I actually think this is a very good product. I really do. I think it's very, very good. There's no filler material, or it doesn't feel like filler material to me. Each one of those 4 effects, even though it's subtitled, is still extremely easy and well presented. We've got these currently, they've just come off pre-sale now, so these are live, and they're around 69 Australian dollars. We've got a few here in Perth ready to ship out for immediate dispatch. I definitely think it's worth you looking into for this deck. And again, if it's something that you really, really like, and these effects again are strong, especially that woodpecker, that woodpecker trick is just great. You could always just, if you know that's what you want to do, and you're going to work that in your working performance, you could always add it, even though you shouldn't have to, but you could get bicycle cards to do the same. Again, I'm a little bit miffed as to why they didn't do that. But either way, the quality of the cards that you get, they're made in Taiwan. They're actually a good quality card, but definitely a completely different back design to what any bicycle is. So I do recommend this. I think it's a very, very good product that they've brought out, and he's done a very good job in the teaching. Albeit subtitled, it's still very clear. And just remember that this deck does do the work for you. And it is you can be extremely free, and at not one point do you feel, or will the spectator feel, that there's any kind of force or trickery with the deck, and that's very important. And you can tell the way that he handles the deck, how free it is and how natural it is in his hands, that which anybody can do and be open with it. It's a very good product. This is the Puzzlement deck. You can get it from us here or any other Murphy's Magic supplier, but we've got them on the shelf at globalmagicshop.com.au. Until next time, guys, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated. And please leave your comments, because I do love interacting with you guys and making sure that also, if you want something reviewed specifically, again, leave it in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, I'm John Fox from Global Magic Shop. Stay safe and bye for now.